Hi, church family. Pastor Angel here. I'm here to give you this week's touching base devotional. However, I have to confess, I do have an ulterior motive. This Friday morning, the men's Bible study will be starting a new book in the Bible. We're going to begin with the book of Ezra. And so I'm excited about that. And I want to encourage you men, if you have thought about maybe joining us, this is a good week to do that. And throughout the book of Ezra, what we see, this big key theme is this theme of a realized hope for restoration. From the very beginning of the book, the very first verse, we read about how this promise that was given by Jeremiah years before was fulfilled when the Spirit of God, the Spirit of the Lord, stirred up the heart of this Persian king Cyrus, and Cyrus allowed God's people to go back to Jerusalem and rebuild the temple. And so, it's this promise that was given to them decades earlier by Jeremiah. It was a promise that it seems like it was out of the blue that Cyrus said, "Go ahead, go back." But it wasn't out of the blue. It was God's Spirit that brought about that restoration. And we have pictures like the temple and pictures like Jerusalem. It's like God is training his people, showing us, pointing forward to a place where we will eternally be restored and be ready to worship him. Jerusalem and the temple are like the training wheels that God gives his people to show us little tastes of what it will be like. For us, a lot of times those little tastes or those training wheels are things like gathering together in corporate worship, and that's been a little hard for us this year, obviously. But it's a good thing to long for that, because it is a taste of what is to come. There are also other little tastes. There are little things that would encourage us. Things like, I've been telling husbands and wives when I see them together, it's like, enjoy each other right now. Really go out of your way and try to enjoy each other. Those of us with small children at home, hug them a little tighter today. Some of you have children who have grown up and gone away and have families of their own. Do you remember what that was like? Remember that. Beautiful little taste, a gift from God, pointing forward to the kind of fellowship that we will have in our eternal place where we will be restored. Good gifts that God has given us. One of the greatest gifts is the gift of music. Fill your hearts with a good song today. Maybe a little cold outside. When you walk out and the sun's out, feel that warm sun beating down on your face. It's the small things. Little things that should remind us that there is a hope for restoration. There's a promise. We are right now being restored. And the problem with Ezra, in Ezra's time, was a lot of times what the people had in their minds of what restoration looked like, it didn't happen like that. God had a different way. He was showing them how he was working, and a lot of times it was through trials and pain, difficulties. It wasn't exactly how they foresaw it. And yet God was faithful throughout the whole time. And it's the same with us. It's the same with us. what is true and what will remain is the promise of restoration. And so as we enjoy God's good gifts that we have right now, I want us all to imagine what that will be like. What will full restoration be like? You're going to be face to face with Jesus, the one who made your restoration possible, the one who restored you to himself, where all that is wrong with this world will be made right. May that idea, may that concept, may that promise be on our minds as we walk in exile these days. So, be blessed, church family. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.